What's up, y'all? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button, sub if you're not a member of the channel, and also hit the notifications as well so that you're able to get each and every one of my videos, okay? Now, Odell Beckham, I'm just going to keep it a stack with you. He's done in Cleveland right now. And he's also been done in terms of his play, too. I've been real critical of Odell Beckham. He's not the same player that he was due to the injury. And even if they put Odell Beckham in uh, a winning situation, I don't think that he'll thrive. He'll thrive as much, and that's no knock on him as in terms of talent wise, but because of the injuries, let's just call it what it is. He has not been the same. Reports. This is coming from Cleveland.com too. Reports say that Odell Beckham has been excused from practice for a second straight day, and he's likely has played his last ball for the Browns. Okay, now Odell Beckham Sr. had voiced his voiced his frustrations about Baker Mayfield not targeting uh, Odell Beckham more, which is straight cap. Okay, that's bullshit. Okay, um, Odell Beckham, he's gonna come to the defense of his son, but there was one time when Baker Mayfield actually made it a point to target uh, Odell Beckham just so that he'll be happy, and Odell Beckham has came up short in a lot of his completions and stuff. So you can't put that all on Baker Mayfield. Now Baker Mayfield, he hasn't been playing that well, and he's also been having some injuries here and there. But I'm not going to sit here and blame it all on Baker, and that's not being biased neither. That's not because of the way that I feel about Odell Beckham and maybe the way that I feel about Baker. But see, he didn't have any problems when Jarvis Landry was there. Okay, this is what Baker Mayfield has said, okay, in response to Odell Beckham Sr. He said, I thought we had a very open line of communication going into it, so we'll see. Uh, he continued on, he said, quote, more surprised than anything, as everybody was. We'll see going forward. There's always room for improvement in any relationship, so we will see. And then he acknowledged and he acknowledged it. However, the Beckham, he didn't accept any type of apology, and he said, "I would take anything to have a winning team right now." Baker Mayfield said. He said, "Our focus needs to be winning. Anything like this and stuff that's created on the drama wise takes away from the focus and attention to detail that we need to have, which is exactly the reasons why we haven't been able to win." Well, that's that's cap right there, Baker. He said we haven't executed well enough to be able to do that. Now you speaking facts, but that other statement that you made was bullshit. He said, Baker Mayfield said we're having to multitask right now. He said, that's just unfortunate. He said that's just the unfortunate circumstance of what's going on. We're having to multitask instead of just being able to focus on winning, and it has been created by something on the outside. This is the time for us to stick together as a team and not let anything else divide us. That's how I'm going to handle it. I was brought here to do that, to bring people together and to win. Now, Beckham's camp, they requested a trade um, by Tuesday's deadline, and when the swap couldn't be reached, the two sides began to work kind of on an exit plan. Beckham is is I think around like 8 million of the 15.75 million contract, and so they're gonna reach a final settlement, and he'll surrender either all or some of the money. And the Browns, they could keep him on the roster and make him inactive each week, so he doesn't end up with like an AFC rival, like the Ravens, the Raiders, or the Chiefs, which of course is essentially that's what they're gonna want to do. But at the same token, he wouldn't be. I doubt in my mind if he'll be any value. Here's how I feel about it. Baker Mayfield, he wants to be a leader and everything. You said my Browns need Odell more than Odell needs the Browns. No, you don't. Yeah, Browns and Odell need to part ways and move on. Exactly. Listen, Sonny, the Browns don't need Odell. They were winning without him last year. He was hurt and all of last year. Then on top of that, he barely just came back, and they were doing somewhat okay without him. They started off, I think, like 2 or 3-1, and now what I'm saying, they were at 500, and then they tipped over getting that win with the backup quarterback. But the thing about it is that in this situation right here, Baker is the one that's right. Odell has been the drama king. You know what I'm saying? As he's always been. He's mad and he's frustrated because he's not the main guy anymore. He's not the focal point of the offense anymore. Salute to you, Scrub Zero. I see you in the building. Um, Odell Beckham, like Scrub Zero just said, the Browns do need to go ahead and part ways and move on. But the thing about it is, Scrub Zero, they had already reached, the deadline and stuff, and they're not trying to get him to a rival like the Ravens, the Raiders, or the Chiefs or anything. But it really wouldn't even make any difference. Odell Beckham, man, I've always said this about him. Yes, he's had, for the most part, 1,000-yard receivings on his statistics. Yes, he's a talented player, but what can you really say of value that he's brought besides a whole bunch of unnecessary drama all everywhere that he's been? Listen, for all the shit that they talk about AB, guess what? One thing that you can't say is that he goes to a different franchise. And I know you don't want to. I know you probably don't want to hear that. You know, for the people that are with Browns, me saying the way that I feel about Odell. You know, but what value has he brought? What value has he brought? What has he brought to the table? Look, AB goes to Tampa, and guess what? He ends up winning a ring, right? Amari Cooper ends up going to the Cowboys. They end up winning. I mean, they didn't win the whole thing, but he was in a winning situation. Julio Jones ends up going to Tennessee Titans. Guess what? Tennessee Titans are playing even better. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you have to play better. Now it started off okay, but let's just call it what it is. He's got more of a connection with Odell. I mean, with Jarvis Landry, his running mate back at LSU, because Jarvis Landry is more focused. Jarvis Landry is more dedicated. Jarvis Landry, hadn't missed a game up until this season. So my thing is this, and Odell Beckham Senior. I understand. Maybe he feels some type of way, but you have to see that your son He's not, because of the injury. He's not the number one guy anymore. You know, he's not the number one guy anymore. And you've been hurt. You've been constantly hurt. Now it's becoming that you're a walking injury, sort of like the Anthony Davis situation. You know, and listen, that injury, that was her. I don't know if anybody has seen it. That was a horrific injury. That was a horrific injury that he suffered. I forget which team it was, but I saw it and I didn't want to look at it again. And that was with the string of injuries that was going on during. Remember that time, uh, Gordon Hayward had an injury that was real bad, and then it was Odell Beckham, and then there was another injury that took. I forget. I think it was a lineman. It was a lineman or something like that, but it was in football. It was just all these. It was all of those injuries that had taken place during that time. I'm like, damn, not again. And he was one of the ones that suffered from it. And what did I say to people? I said, man, he's probably not going to bounce back. He's not going to be the same. He's not going to be the same, you know. But Baker, I mean, Odell Beckham Senior, he doesn't have any right to really say. I mean, he has a right to be critical, being that that's his son, but he needs to take responsibility, for his actions, and pretty much listen. If you're coming off and you know that you're not a number one, you know that you're not the same, you need to come to grips with being that, okay, hey, look, I'm a B guy or I'm a C guy. You know what I'm saying? You could still make a valuable, contribution to the team. You know, Jarvis Landry hasn't complained. He wasn't complaining when people were overlooking him, but because you have an ego, your ego is still through the roof. You still think that you still that Odell Beckham when you first came into New York out of LSU, and you're not. You want to be like a Jamar Chase. That's what it is. Unfortunately, Jamar Chase hasn't suffered any type of injuries. He's youthful, and he shit. I'm gonna be real with you. Jamar Chase is better than Odell Beckham. He's better than Odell Beckham. I don't care what y'all say. He's better than Odell Beckham. Now, Jarvis Landry might not be as talented as Odell Beckham, but I would rather have Jarvis Landry than Odell Beckham right now because he's consistent. The only thing that Odell Beckham has been consistent at, yeah, he's been rather consistent. He's been consistent at being a drama king. He's been consistent at being hurt, and he's been consistent at not. He's been consistent at being inconsistent on the field. You know, so people could get mad at me if I want. You see, y'all don't know how to keep it objective with some of your favorite players. Y'all still hope that this player is still can be the same guy and everything like that, or just because of one catch, you think he's the best player in the world and stuff like that. But you have to be subject. I mean, you have to be objective instead of being subjective all the time. I like Russell Westbrook. You know what I'm saying? I think he's a dynamic player and everything. But when he fucks up, he fucks up. You got to stop being like, oh, well, you know what? I'm in support of him. Da, da, da. Yeah, you can be in support of him, but you still have to take responsibility for what you do. I never said Odell Beckham was trash. I never said that he can't play. But right now, he's not that same guy. He's not. And listen, this ain't no rant or anything because people already know how I feel about Odell Beckham. You know, he already knows. I've gotten into it with three guys. I got one guy that says Odell Beckham thinks Odell Beckham is the best thing since sliced bread. You said Beckham left New York and he's never been the same since. I don't know how much is the different QBs, but the bottom line is he's coming up short. He's been coming up short. Yeah, exactly. Scrub Zero. Yeah, because you're a New York fan. See, when he was in New York, man, he had trouble. Him and Eli got into it. You know that. And so after a while, man, we got to be like, okay, who's the real problem here? Now I know Eli was, he was starting to age. He was starting to get older and everything. You know what I'm saying? But he did one thing that you can't say is that they tried to do everything that they could to try to please this man. But it doesn't help when you're getting reports of you uh eating pizza and snorting lines and stuff off of strippers' booty, in bed and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. Listen, you don't see anybody else out there, you know what I'm saying, doing. If you see Julio Jones, guess what? You see him working out with Tyreek Hill and T.O. trying to work on their speed or something like that in the off season. If you see Amari Cooper or whatever, you see him in the Dallas facility working on his craft, and him and C.D. Lamb trying to get better. If you see Calvin Ridley or whatever, man, you see him doing what he can to try to improve on him on drop balls or something like that. That's what we need to see. But nothing that we've seen has been conducive of that. All you see is, okay, whining, crying, get mad. You're not this. You're not getting this. You're not getting that. Guy got Google that bullshit. And the organization is not trying to go down. They're trying to continue to progress. Last year was a successful season for them, and because they knocked off the best team in the AFC in the Steelers. They beat them twice. So Odell Beckham doesn't have anybody but to blame but himself. Now look, injuries are a part of the game. That's going to happen. We understand that. It's something sometimes that can't be avoided. But at the same token, you need to be trying your best to try to come back. There's lots of guys that suffered horrendous injuries and still come back and haven't made any excuses, and they're working through through uh, through the odds that are stacked against them. One person that I think that comes to mind is Sean Livingston. Okay, when he came back, he wasn't the same player, but he still ended up, you know, going to Golden State and making a valuable contribution and was an important piece too. And it still ended up winning championships. Dak Prescott suffered his injury. Guess what? He bounced back, didn't make any excuses, playing the hardest position to play on the field. And guess what? He's playing at an MVP level. So I don't feel sorry for Odell Beckham, and I don't feel like his father should feel sorry for him either. But these, like, it goes again with some of these players that want to be, they still want to suck on the titty. You know, they still want to be breastfed and shit. Unfortunately, um, you know, that's not gonna happen in the men's league. They come there and they expect the Odell Beckham that was able to catch that one-handed catch. They want an Odell Beckham that's gonna work hard. They want an Odell Beckham that's gonna contribute, and be blue collar. And it makes me upset too that the Saints wouldn't sign a guy like Cam Newton, you know, in the aftermath of Jameis Winston's injury. Because Cam Newton wants to work hard. Cam Newton, after the injury, guess what? He still is doing his best to try to get out there on the field. But we all know what that is. He's being blackballed. He's being blackballed. But you've had a chance. You haven't been blackballed. The Browns took a chance on you. They gave you an opportunity. And you're in a better situation than you were in New York. Would you rather be in New York? And no disrespect to Scrub Zero and the Giants and nothing like that, but would you rather be in New York right now, getting blown out by everybody? Think about it. You need to count your blessings, man. I'm not trying to come to Jesus speech or none of that. But really though, man, you need to think about what type of situation that you could really be in. What's up, Think Tank? ATL. ATL shouty. ATL shouty. Who's that creeping in my window? Ah, look. Shout out to ATL, the Atlanta Braves. Look, they done made a tone. They done set the tone. They said, look, Falcons, come on, you need to fall in line. They said, Hawks, come on, you need to fall in line. You know what I'm saying? They said, hey, look, yeah, be careful out there. You know what I'm saying? You got to watch out over there. You know what I'm saying? Look, hey, Tank, man, I need you to personally, if you can, man, mail me some of that macaroni bake. Man, mail me some of that spaghetti bake that y'all be making, that rich ass food that y'all be making, man. You know what I'm saying? Out there, man, at ATL, shouty. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to College Park. Shout out to Decatur. Shout out to what's it called? Douglasville, Savannah, you know what I'm saying? All of that, everywhere, man. You know what I'm saying? And I know disgusting, y'all don't get along. I don't mean to talk about Augusta like that, but that's what y'all call it, man. But I still got love for all of the whole entire Georgia, man. For real, man. You know what I'm saying? I mess with I-20. You know what I'm saying? I mess with it all. You know what I'm saying? All of it. Yeah, yeah, man. I'm in Texas, man. Listen, man, it's a one strip. You already know we in Dallas, man. Man, you hit that stretch to 20, you already there in a few hours, man. You know where I'm at. Shoot, man. Hey, they got love for man. They stay coming down here from Georgia. You know what I'm saying? And then vice versa. But anyways, man, let me get out of there, man. I had to show Tank some love, y'all. Man, shout out to Atlanta Braves, man. Shout out to Atlanta Braves. But hey, Tank is right on this. To get back to what we were talking about, he's always been overrated in my eyes. Listen, ever since that catch, that's all they talk about is the catch, the catch, the catch. Yeah, he's had his 1,000 yards in receiving, but he hasn't. Okay, listen, I guarantee you, if you bring Calvin Ridley over there to the Browns, he'll immediately make. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, all right, man. Yeah, be careful out here too, though, man. um, I Calvin Ridley would make a valuable impact over there. Just like if you brought, a guy like Julio Jones. And listen, they doubted Julio Jones. They were like, Julio Jones ain't gonna be the same. He ain't gonna do this. Yeah, Josh Norman. And Josh Norman he's not a single coverage guy. He's not even he's a zone coverage type of player. And he exposed him. You're right about that. That's fact, Scrub Zero. So the thing about it is like Odell Beckham, listen, this is a barbershop argument that I have all the time, Tank and Scrub Zero. It's a barbershop argument. Oh, and Sonny, all these guys, man, especially the younger guys and stuff like that, they want him to succeed. But I'm trying to tell you, unless his attitude don't change, he's not gonna go nowhere. I got ridiculed, man, when I was talking to some people that when I said that Jarvis Landry is gonna be better. But see, y'all look at it like, oh man, he athletic. He could, he make a dynamic catch. Okay, what the hell does that mean? Is he performing well in practice? Is he causing drama on the team? Is he out in the off season working on his craft with To or some of the older receivers? Man, you need to pull some of these old receivers aside and say, hey, look, I want to work on my craft. To always holding camps open to better yourself. There's no excuse why you can't work. Why you think everybody goes to him? To is like Hakeem Olajuwon. He's like the Hakeem Olajuwon of the NFL in the sense that, okay, Hakeem Olajuwon is giving back, letting people pick his brain so that he could come out there and better themselves on their craft. Tyreek Hill don't have no ego. Guess what? He went out there. Julio Jones ain't got no ego. Guess what? He came out there. Even Chad Ochocinco came out there to work out with To and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? And help him out and help the younger ones. That's what you need to be doing. You need to go out there and be like, look, hey, To, I got to get better. And then, okay, get out there, play. And then after that, then you figure it out in the off season. You could compare socially. Oh, yeah. And, yeah, Tank, I forgot, man. And Georgia. See, man, y'all about to, oh, my God, man. Y'all, hey, Georgia might end up winning it this year, too. Look, man, y'all got the Braves, man, Georgia. No, the Falcons ain't, doing that well or whatever. But the Hawks, even though they lost and everything, you know what I'm saying, they've been kind of, slipping just a little bit. But man, y'all doing y'all thing. What's up with it, Matt Moses? I see you in the building. Yes, I'm talking about Odell Beckham Jr. You probably gonna come in here and be like, "Oh man, I like Odell. Hey, he great." No, 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 no. I don't want to hear it. All right, that motherfucker gotta go. That motherfucker gotta go. And I don't care how his dad is trying to defend him, talking about, "Oh yeah, he need to be targeted." Look, he done had the targets. He done had the targets. Look, I don't want to hear about Baker Mayfield downfield accuracy. I don't want to hear none of that. Look, Baker Mayfield already said that. Look, he got a problem too, but Baker Mayfield has tried his best. He said, "I don't want him." He said, "Nah, bro, I don't want him. We got Debo." Okay, yeah, that's great. All right, hell, them Cowboys might do something. Look, I know. That's what me and Matt Moses was talking about. Look, the Cowboys are man, they are forced to be reckoned with. I already talked about it yesterday on my stream. Go listen to it again. I said they are a well-oiled machine because anybody listen, they got a dominant run game. They got a dominant receiving core. Now they got three guys they can rely on, and they got a dominant defense when it comes to Parsons, when it comes to Trayvon Diggs, and it comes to that line or whatever with Gregory. You feel me? And then don't I didn't mention Dak. He playing at the MVP level. Knick-knack injuries here and there, but look, they got a backup quarterback that can get it done too. They got a well-oiled machine. So anybody that steps into play, guess what? Ezekiel Elliott ain't playing good. You got Pollard. And guess what? What's his name is top 5 in rushing right now. Hey, shoot, they said that about us too, Matt Moses. Come on, man. You got to come stronger than that. They said Tampa was trying to stack the deck. Oh, but guess what? Then they want to make it a flip side, say that, oh, none of them guys, nobody wanted us. We was expendable. They didn't want Sue. Guess what? He was almost out of the league. They didn't want Pierre Paul. Guess what? They said he only had a couple of fingers. They didn't want Tom Brady no more. They said he was too old over there in Foxborough. They didn't want AB. They said he was a troublemaker and all this other stuff. Guess what? We went over there, made a title and everything. You feel me? Oh, but now we trying to stack the deck. Hey, y'all lucky we didn't get Von Miller. But Von Miller went it up. Hey, look, they signed Von Miller over there to I think it was the Rams. And then they got Melvin Ingram over there to the Chiefs. Are they stacking the deck, Matt Moses? Ooh, come on with it. Hey, look. Hey, and then they tried to bring Cam. They was about to bring Cam over there to New Orleans, but they didn't give my boy a shot. Are they gonna try to stack the deck now that Jameis having an ACL injury? No, listen, no. Hey, look. Hey, and if it is, hey, Matt Moses, if it is, the Cowboys are going to beat the Packers. The Packers defense is overrated. Now they shot up. They shot up after that win against the Cardinals. But they still not fucking with Dallas defense. Shit, hell, they not fucking with our defense. Yeah. Yeah, the Chiefs. Yeah, well, yeah, they not good. But you know what? How you think they gonna do with Melvin Ingram? You said Cooper Rush, man, but hey, yeah, and Scrub Zero, you was the one that was hating on the Cowboys too. Don't even try it. They a well-oiled machine. You said, oh yeah, well they gotta play against everybody else. What they gonna do if this person get hurt? I don't want to hear it. He came in with 325 motherfucking yards. A quarterback y'all didn't even know who could play. Yeah, we good on our defense. We got to step it up though. I don't have faith in us like that. We're not fucking, because anything can happen. Now I know we got Richard Sherman, you know what I'm saying, but that's a brain picker. You know what I'm saying? He's not out there to try to be dynamic like he was with Legion of Boom. But we still got a lot of things to work at. And plus Gronk and Tom Brady connection is an issue. We're not he's not on the same page. Gronk is not the same. You could clearly see his age. Right. Yeah. You think oh okay. Right. But hey, but check this out. Wait, what? Hey, Cowboys have always remained in the top 10 on defense. You know what Green Bay was in week 8? They were 16. Exactly. They just now getting their defense together. Cowboys was at 5 at one point. They were at 8, and they were at number 3. Come on, man. You got to know what you're talking about when you get on here. Man, you always talking about some context, man. Nigga, you can't. Nigga, you don't even know what fucking context is, motherfucker. You said Diggs is the identity, swagger, and that defense is a ball on the heart. Exactly. Exactly. Cooper Rush ain't nobody special. Uh, he has weapons around him and has played against the Vikings who aren't good. What are you talking about? Scrub Zero, they were 3-3. They were 500. They've been battle tested. What does that mean? And they beat teams earlier in the year who they said quote unquote were good too as well, and they barely lost to Tampa. Look, man, you got to give the Cowboys credit. I know you coming with that Giants bias, but look, man, you got to give the Cowboys credit. Look, I guarantee you, whoever they face, they like from now on, it's not going to be no easy test. And this is the thing that separates the Cowboy too. Dak doesn't let the game get away from him. That's the difference between him and Romo. One of the difference. The powers that want to see Rodgers and Adam go to the Super Bowl. They come on, man. Look, man, let's not get into this conspiracy bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Look, they lost, they lost. You know what I'm saying? And he had his chance to show up, he did not. Okay, just like Mahomes has had his chance to do his thing this year, he hasn't shown up. That's why he got more interceptions in one season than he does in his entire career. And I could give the Cowboys credit. I just want to see what happens in the play. You're gonna see it happen. They're built for the playoff. They've been battle tested. They got all their pieces back. They have their offensive line back and they're healthy. Then on top of that, you got Michael Parsons. He's just a rookie and he's causing damage out in that motherfucker. Can you remind him he's more durable than Vander Ish will ever be? Come on with it, man. OBJ gonna find out non-black quarterbacks are put on a high pedestal. This year. OBJ about to be roasted in social media talking about Baker Mayfield. Yeah, Rodgers hasn't played well in one NFC championship. That's facts right there. Now you're speaking facts, Scrub Zero. Now you're speaking facts. Bro, the next 2 games are losing teams, Broncos and Falcons. So this is the NFL. Anybody can be beat. I don't want to hear none of, oh, they get against losing team. But guess what? Wait, what? If they lose, guess what? You're gonna be up in there ridiculing them. But if they win, oh, they were sorry. Da, 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 da. I don't want to hear that shit. We will see if the boys are really built for the playoffs or not. Hey, we will see. It's more than what you could say about the Giants. Let me stop fucking with Scrubs Hero, man. Hey, look, man, I'm about to go ahead and get up out of here, man. Salute to everybody that pulled up. Scrubs Hero, Wait What, Think Tank, Matt Moses, Big Who, um, everybody, who else? Uh, and Sonny. I appreciate y'all pulling up, man. Um, like this video, share it, subscribe, also hit the notifications too. And if you missed everything, go back to the earlier in the stream about what I said about Odell Beckham Jr. and Odell Beckham Sr. Till then, man, I'm gonna holler at y'all later.